Welcome to Channel 18 News. I'm Jim Rogers. Silver Springs Police observed John Michael Decker, age 19, of Quinlan, driving a 2008 Mustang at the 122 mile marker on Interstate 30. The vehicle had been reported stolen. Decker was found to have a white crystal-like substance believed to be methamphetamine on his person. Decker is in Hopkins County Jail, charged with unauthorized use of a motor vehicle and possession of a controlled substance penalty group 1, more than 1 gram but less than 4 grams, along with possession of marijuana under 2 ounces. A Hopkins County grand jury handed up 79 indictments on May 22nd. Indictments ranged from murder, sex abuse of a child, assault, drugs, and a number of other charges. Those who have been arrested and are indicted include Aaron Tyler Crum, indicted for murder. At an all-night get-together on Pampa Street, an altercation led to the shooting death of Joshua Paul Cowling, age 38. Arrested at the scene was Crum, age 26. Silver Springs Police responded to the call on Pampa Street at 4:16 a.m. on a Saturday morning. Callan was pronounced dead at the scene by Justice of the Peace B.J. Tier. Cassandra Joyce Minnick was indicted for murder. Minnick, 30, was charged with felony 1 murder, the murder of her husband with a rifle. According to Hopkins County Sheriff Lewis Tatum, Minnick, age 30, called the Sheriff's Department around 12:06 a.m., stating that she had found her husband shot at the residence after she heard a gunshot. Deputies arrived at the scene and Sergeant Richard Greer took charge of the scene, according to Tatum. At the scene, they found Kenny Minnick unresponsive in the residence. Greer contacted investigator Charles Humphreys, who also found discrepancies in Miss Minnick's story. He called Chief Investigator Corley Weatherford and Texas Ranger John Vance. Following the investigation at the scene, Ms. Minnick was arrested and charged with murder. 3 children were taken from the home by Child Protective Services and placed in care. Justice of the Peace Brad Cummings had pronounced Minnick dead at the scene. George Weldon Payne Jr. was indicted on 3 counts of sexual assault. Quentin Liscombe was indicted for 1 count sexual abuse of a child continuous, victim under 14 years of age. Jeremy Michael Huffman was indicted for abandoned endangered child criminal negligence. He was also indicted on 1 count of possession of a controlled substance penalty group 2, more than 4 grams but less than 400 grams, 2 counts of manufactured delivery of controlled substance penalty group 1, and more than 1 gram but less than 4 grams, and possession of a controlled substance penalty group 1 less than 1 gram. Huffman, age 29, of Silver Springs, was arrested for 2 charges of delivery of controlled substance on April 16th. A child was observed in the residence on Hodge Street. At that time, Child Protective Services initiated an investigation with Special Crimes Unit assisting. The drug screen showed Huffman and the 5-year-old child testing positive for methamphetamine. Tracy Sexton was indicted for 1 count of aggravated robbery. Arrested in Marietta, Oklahoma by U.S. Marshals, Sexton had committed the aggravated robbery at John's Mini Mart on Hillcrest Drive in Sulphur Springs. Thanks for watching Channel 18 News. Have a great evening.